Good morning, Year 4. We're going to start off today by going through yesterday's questions. Pause the video and mark the questions that you completed yesterday. The first section is up here, so pause the video and mark your work. Right, today we are going to be learning to find the duration between two given times. So I'm going to go through some questions for you first of all before setting you a few tasks to complete at home. So, first question, okay, we've got Sophie started reading her book at 6:45 p.m, which is shown on the clock, and she finished at 7:20 p.m. How long did she spend reading? Okay, so I could work out the duration using some concrete apparatus, so using my analog clock. Okay, so she started reading at 6:45 p.m. Okay, and then I could use the analog clock, okay, to work out the duration until 7:20 p.m. Okay, and I could do that counting up in the multiples of 5. Okay, so I could start counting to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 minutes. Okay, so in total she spent 35 minutes reading her book from 6:45 or 6:45 up until 7:20. Okay, I could also complete this question pictorially using a number line, which I'm going to show you now. Okay, so on my number line, at the beginning I need to put the start time, which was 6:45, and at the end I need to put the end time, which was 7:20. Okay, then using my number line I can complete some jumps. So I'm going to jump 15 minutes first of all to the next hour. Okay, so if I add 15 minutes to 6:45, I would get to 7 o'clock. Okay, and then I can do one more jump. Okay, so then I need to think, right, from 7 o'clock to 7:20, how many minutes is that? And that's 20 minutes. Okay, and then to work out the duration, I'm then going to do 15 minutes, and my jumps, 15 minutes add 20 minutes equals 35 minutes. Okay, which is the same as when I worked out using the analog clock. Okay, right, let's have a look at another question. So this time I've got Melanie and her mum watched the TV programme. The programme started at 7:50 a.m. and ended at 9:15 a.m. How long did the programme last? Okay, so for this question, I'm just going to use my number line. Okay, so I'm going to put the start time of 7:50 and then my end time of 9:15. Okay, I'm then going to think about my jump. So I'm going to do exactly the same as I did for question 1 and jump first of all to the next hour. Okay, so for 7:50, I want to jump to 8 o'clock. Okay, so from 7:50 to 8 o'clock, I will be adding 10 minutes. Okay, then I'm going to think, right, 8 o'clock to 9:15. I can do a nice, big, easy jump of adding 1 hour. Okay, so adding on 1 hour to 8 o'clock would be 9 o'clock. Okay, and then I can do one more final jump from 9 o'clock to 9:15, adding on 15 minutes. Okay, it's important to make sure that when you are doing your jumps, you are thinking about the size of them. Okay, so you can clearly see here that my hour jump is a lot bigger than my 10-minute jump. Okay, so just make sure that they're in perspective. Then once I've finished my jumps, I just need to add those up. So I'm going to do 1 hour, add 10 minutes, add 15 minutes, which would give me a total of 1 hour, 25 minutes. So the programme that Melanie and her mum were watching was 1 hour and 25 minutes long. Okay, right, for question 3, it's now your turn. I want you to have a bit of a go. So you've got Zoe had a birthday party. I want you to look at these two clocks, okay? What time did the party start and what time did the party end? Okay, so using a piece of paper and a pencil at home, I'd like you to write down what the times are. Okay, so make sure you're using past or to. Okay, and then I'd like you to also work out how long the party was. Please pause the video now and have a go. Okay, so let's see how you got on. Okay, so hopefully you worked out that the party started at 25 minutes to 6 or at 5:35 and the party ended at 20 minutes past 8 or 8:20. Okay, so I'm just going to work out now how long the party was so that you can check your answers. So hopefully you use the number line, putting my start time of 5:35 at the beginning and my end time of 8:20. Okay, then I can think, right, my first jump I can do to the next hour is adding on 25 minutes to 6 o'clock. I'm then going to do a big jump of adding on 2 hours to 8 o'clock. And then my final jump, adding 20 minutes to 8:20. And then working out my calculation at the end, so 2 hours plus 25 minutes plus 20 minutes equals 2 hours 45 minutes. So the party was 2 hours 45 minutes long. Okay, so that's those questions. Just going to do one more question together before setting you your task for today. Okay, this question is worded slightly differently. Okay, so Josie's mum spent 45 minutes reading her book. She finished her book at 10:05 p.m. What time did she start reading her book? Okay, so this question, they haven't given me a start and an end time. They've given me the duration and the end time. Okay, so I know that my end time was 10:05 and I know that she spent 45 minutes, but I don't at the moment know what time she started reading. Okay, so for this one, I will need to work backwards. Okay, so I'm going to be taking off 45 minutes to get to my start time. Okay, so if I'm taking off 45 minutes, okay, I've got 10:05 here, so I can straight away take away 5 minutes, taking me back to 10 o'clock. Okay, and then I can do a jump of taking away the rest, which was 40 minutes. Okay, and if I think, well, if I got 10 o'clock, take away 40 minutes would be 9:20. Okay, so that means that she started reading her book at 9:20 p.m. Okay, if you wanted to, you could then recheck your answer by adding back on 45 minutes to check that you get to 10:05 p.m. Okay, well done. Right. I'm now going to set you your task for today. You can find a copy of these on the learning PowerPoint, okay, or with a photo at the end of this video. Okay, so question number 1, okay, I've given you some times and some blank clocks. Okay, you will need to add on or take off the duration and fill in the times and the clock faces. Question number 2, you will need to calculate the duration of some TV programmes. So I've given you the start and the finish time. Question number 3 is to do with the duration of a train journey. So you will need to read these questions carefully and answer them. And then finally, question number 4, you will need to work out the duration and tell me which activity ends the latest. So good luck and check back tomorrow for the answers.